Hello everyone, I know I'm a little late for my July TBR, but I've been traveling since the first week of July. The last 2 months for me have somewhat revolved around summer romances. So for this month, I'm thinking about moving towards magical thieves and age gap romance that have the whole internet arguing about. Dragons and dangerous lovers, that is my favorite genre and one of the most influential feminist classics that was ever written. And then there is one summer romance too, because I could not read that book last month, so I'm adding that one to my current TBR too. And guys, I finally found my 5-star read of this year. Just a hint, that was one of the books in my June TBR. Well, coming back to my July TBR, the first book that we have is The Antiquarian's Object of Desire by India Halton. If you know me, I love India Halton's books. She has a way of writing anything, and in her books you can see everything is possible. Like everything you could think about is possible in her books, and that is one of the things that I love about it. Well, this book is her third book in the Love Academia's series, and I'm enjoying this series more than her previous one that I read, which was, I think, the Wisteria Society. Something about Wisteria Society. This book is about two professors and best friends who are forced to hate each other. They are fake hating just to protect their reputations. And I know this is going to be about magical arty crafts, humor, banter, eccentric characters, and ridiculous adventures, and the kind of whimsical fantasy that India Halton is famous for. So I'm very, very excited to read this one. So far, what I've heard about this book is that this is the best one in the complete series, and that has just got me so excited about reading this book. I've ordered it and hopefully I'm going to receive this one, I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and this is definitely going to be my first pick because I'm very excited to read this one. The next book that we have is Avalon Tower by C.N. Crawford. Can we first of all appreciate how beautiful the cover for this book is? Well, what I know about this book is that this book is about Fair Academy for Spies with an American human who is holidaying in France but is somehow kidnapped and ends up getting swept in a spy mission. I've heard that this is an enemies to lover forbidden romance and it's slow, and this is exactly what I need right now, because for the last, I think, few months I've been reading so fast-paced books that I want to read something slow, something that will make me think, that I'm enjoying my time with, not something that I just want to complete. The next one we have is The Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood, and I know this book was in my last TBR, and I could not complete it. So before the summer ends, I'm going to read this one. We all know Ali Hazelwood has a way of writing STEM romances, and I love her STEM books. Like, those are the best. I'm both excited and terrified to read this one because I know this is not a STEM romance, and the last non-STEM book that I read by Ali Hazelwood was a paranormal romance series that are Bride and Mate, and I did not like them. So I'm a little bit terrified too, but I definitely want to read this one because I have been seeing mixed review about this book everywhere. So I want to experience myself before I decide whether I like this book or not. And finally, our last book, and I'm stepping a little bit out of my comfort zone for this one. I'm reading A Rumor Once Owned by Virginia Woolf. I've wanted to read this book since a long time because I have been hearing a lot about this book whenever we talk about literature, classics, feminism, or women writing, and I've never read any book by her. It is definitely different from the romance and the fantasy reads I usually pick. But sometimes I love to read a good classic that challenges me, that makes me think, and generally those are the books that stays with me for the longest. This one definitely looks like one of those books. Well, the back says, "So long as you write what you wish to write, that is all that matters. And whether it matters for ages or only for hours, nobody can say." Well, these are the 4 books in my July TBR, and my goal for this month is not just to complete my TBR. I want to slow down. I want to enjoy reading these books. I want to enjoy the experience again. Annotate, highlight beautiful quotes, think over it, take my time with my books, and maybe I'll go outside if the weather cooperates. So that is all for my July TBR. Please do tell me which books have you read among them and which books are you reading currently. And definitely if you have a good book, please do recommend down in the comments. I would love to read them. See you in the next video. Bye.